Hey everybody, it's TJ from HogEye Camera Systems, and today we're going to go over the unboxing and general parts and pieces that are going to come with your HogEye Farm and Ranch. So the HogEye Farm and Ranch camera is available in either an AC or a DC power setup. The first one that we're going to go over in this video is the DC power option for a gate or a setup that may not have an existing or present power supply. So we're going to pop the lid off and start in on it. First thing you're going to see, of course, is your thank you card. We appreciate your business now and always have and always will. We're going to get rid of some of this bubble wrap before we move on a little bit further. Once you get through some of the bubble wrap, you're going to be able to see your manual that'll be laying on top of your kit box. This will tell you just about everything you need to know about your HogEye Farm and Ranch camera. So here you're going to see your HogEye Farm and Ranch camera. The camera will come without the antenna cable attached. The antenna cable is housed in the kit box, which we'll get to here in just a second. And then it'll have the short wiring harness folded up to the side. So this is going to be the power cable plug-in for your camera. Once again, the power cable is housed in the kit box, which we'll get to here in just a second. So now that we've seen the camera, we're going to set this to the side and dig in a little bit further. So under your camera system, you'll see the kit box that contains all of your cabling and power components and brackets and whatnot for the camera system itself. Before we dig into this, I want to make a note of the charge controller that is inside of the Plano tote. So the charge controller is which your solar panel, battery, and camera power cable are going to plug into. The solar panel is going to maintain the charge on the battery, and the battery is going to power the camera system. You'll also notice a sticker inside of this camera box that has all the necessary serial numbers and parts numbers for your camera to pair it with the app. So now that we've moved on from the camera, we're going to dig into the kit box and show you exactly what you'll find inside. One of the first things you may see is going to be your solar panel adapter. So this will connect the plugs on the back of your rigid solar panel to the charge controller inside of the camera Plano tote. The next thing you're going to see is one of the pieces for your camera bracket. This is going to screw onto any gate column or post or tree or anything that you may have next to your gate where you're going to mount the camera system to that fixed position. And then additionally, you're going to have the camera bracket where your camera system is going to mount here, and then your antenna is going to mount to the top of that. That is made to screw onto the other part of the camera bracket when you mount it onto or next to your gate. Next, we're going to see the camera battery cable. This, of course, screws onto the battery that is not included with your HogEye camera, so make sure you pick up one of those that goes along with the specs in the manual or the FAQ sheet. So this is going to screw onto your battery, and then this side plugs into the charge controller. Next, we're going to see the antenna cable. The antenna cable is made to screw onto the bottom of your HogEye Farm and Ranch camera, and then the other end screws onto the antenna that's mounted on the camera bracket. Here we have the gate receiver. This is the piece that affixes to your gate. Once again, you're going to see your sticker with all of your necessary pieces of information for setup on the back of this. So this is made to screw onto the gate, and then this right here is going to be what attaches to the inside of your gate controller to control the gate. We're going to get into the details of that later on. Next, we're going to see your camera power cable. This end right here is the 3-prong plug that screws into the bottom of the camera itself. And then this 2-prong end is what plugs into the camera charge controller. Lastly, we're going to see your camera antenna. Inside of this box, you're going to see your HogEye omnidirectional antenna. It does not come with a separate bracket in this box because this antenna is made to mount onto the camera bracket that is included that I talked about just a few minutes ago. So here off to the side, you're going to see the rigid solar panel. That is going to be included with your HogEye Farm and Ranch camera when you buy the DC power setup option.